You've been invited to a 90-minute meeting. Maybe you're wondering, what is this? Is it a sales pitch? What am I signing up for? I'm Jacqueline Jensen, a professional EOS implementer serving leadership teams across North Metro Atlanta and Georgia. Today, I'm walking you through exactly what happens in that 90-minute conversation, the agenda, the topics, and what you can expect start to finish. The 90-minute meeting is the very first step in the EOS process. It's a complimentary, no-obligation introduction to the entrepreneurial operating system. This isn't a sales pitch, it's an educational conversation. The goal is simple: to help you and your leadership team understand what EOS is and how it works, and whether it's the right fit for your business. We'll spend about 90 minutes together, usually with the owner, the integrator, and key members of the leadership team. The meeting has 4 distinct parts: about us, about you, the tools, and the proven process. Part 1 is about us. This is where I introduce you to EOS itself, the background, the philosophy, and why it works. EOS was developed by Gino Wickman after working with more than 50 companies over 500 sessions. He took the best business principles, concepts that have stood the test of time, and distilled them into a simple, practical system that actually works together. Most businesses try to piece together tools from books, podcasts, and consultants, but nothing sticks because the pieces don't fit. EOS is different. It's a complete operating system, one language, one set of tools, one rhythm, and it's been proven in over 300,000 companies worldwide. Part 2 is where we flip the script. This is about you, your business, your team, your challenges. I'm going to ask you about 10 questions. We'll talk about your industry, your vision, your culture. We'll look at your revenue, past and projected. We'll discuss how many people are on your team, what makes your business unique, and what makes you strong and where you might be weak. We'll dig into how your leadership team runs meetings, how decisions get made, and what frustrations are keeping you up at night. Maybe it's lack of control. The business is running you. Maybe it's people. You love your team, but not everyone's in the right seat. Maybe it's profit. You're working harder, but not seeing it on the bottom line. This part of the meeting gets real. We get transparent, and that honestly is what helps us both determine whether EOS is a right system to solve your problems. Part 3 is where I open the fire hose. This is where you see how EOS actually works. I'll introduce you to the 6 key components: vision, people, data, issues, process, and traction. These are the 6 fundamental areas where all business challenges fall. When you strengthen all 6 systematically, your business becomes more focused, more profitable, and healthier. I'm going to share the 2 tools or disciplines we use to strengthen each of the 6 key components. This is a lot of information coming at you fast, but it's designed to give you a complete picture of what EOS looks like in action. For the vision component, we use a Vision Traction Organizer, or VTO for short, which answers 8 critical questions, like, what are your core values? What's your core focus? Where do you want to be in 10 years, 3 years, or 1 year from now? And we use the concept of shared by all to make sure everyone in the organization is on the same page. For the people component, we use the accountability chart, not an organizational chart, which defines the right structure and who's accountable for what. We use a people analyzer to evaluate whether someone is the right person in the right seat by measuring them against your core values and whether they GWC their seat. That's get it, want it, and have the capacity to do it. For the data component, we use a scorecard, a handful of weekly numbers that predict your success. These are leading indicators that tell you if you're on track before the month ends. And we use measurables to give each leadership team member 1 or 2 numbers that they own. For the issues component, we use the issues list to capture every problem, obstacle, and opportunity. And we use IDS, identify, discuss, solve, a proven 3-step process to solve problems once and for all, not just put a Band-Aid on the symptom. For the process component, we use a concept of core processes, identifying the handful of essential processes that drive 80% of your results. And we use the discipline of documented and followed by all to make sure everyone is running the business the same way. And finally, for the traction component, we use ROCKS, your 90-day business priorities. Instead of trying to do everything, we narrow focus to the top 3 to 7 company priorities and 3 to 7 individual priorities every quarter. And we use a meeting pulse, specifically the Level 10 meeting agenda, a 90-minute meeting weekly with the leadership team that keeps everyone aligned, accountable, and solving the right issues. That's a lot. But at the end of this part, you'll see how all of these tools fit together into one operating system. The last part of the meeting is a proven process. This is where I walk you through the exact journey of what happens if you decide to move forward. We start with a focus day, a 7-hour session where we begin building the foundational tools. We'll start with your accountability chart, set your first set of rocks, create your scorecard, and establish your meeting pulse. You'll walk away focused, clear on priorities, and healthier as a team. About 30 to 45 days later, we move into Vision Building Day 1, the first of 2 full days where we deep dive into the vision component and answer these 8 critical questions. We'll define your core values, your core focus, your 10-year target, and maybe your marketing strategy if time allows. But we're always more focused on the objectives than the agenda. Another 30 to 45 days later, we'll have Vision Building Day 2. This is where we complete the vision work by building out your 3-year picture, your 1-year plan, and create rocks. Define the tools and make sure everyone on the leadership team is truly on the same page. From there, we enter a quarterly rhythm. Every 90 days, we meet to review progress, solve key issues, set new rocks, and keep the momentum going. Over time, we refine your processes, strengthen your people tools, and build the discipline to run EOS on your own. The whole journey typically takes about 2 years, but you'll see traction in the first 90 days. In this part, we'll also talk about pricing, the time commitment from you and your team, and our guarantee. You'll get value at every session or you don't pay. So that's the 90-minute meeting. 4 parts: about us, about you, the tools, the proven process. No pressure, just clarity. By the end, you'll know whether EOS is the right fit for your business. You'll understand how the tools work together, what the implementation process looks like, and what it takes to strengthen all 6 key components. Most importantly, you'll walk away with insight, even if you choose not to move forward. If this sounds like what your leadership team needs, if you're tired of spinning your wheels, if you're ready to get everyone on the same page, if you want to start running your business instead of it letting you run you, book a 90-minute meeting. Visit my website, grab time on my calendar, and let's see if EOS is the operating system that can help you gain traction. Thanks for watching. I'm Jacqueline Jensen, and I help Georgia business owners run a better business so they can live better lives.